Hello, friends. My name is Tony, and it's a beautiful day. And I just want to announce to you that I just began a new YouTube channel, and the YouTube channel is titled Tony's Sessions. And I just want to tell you what we do in Tony's Sessions. Tony's Sessions is actually a platform that seeks to enlighten the public. We seek to discuss various issues affecting the human race today. As we all know, the world is in problems. People are in trouble. Everyone is going through one thing or the other. So, how do we tend to ameliorate these challenges? How do we tend to bring solutions to the world we find ourselves? There are so many ways we can do that. And Tony Sessions is that platform. You can find me on YouTube if you go to Tony Sessions. You can also find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter and so many other platforms as will be announced as we progress. So today I want to be talking about a very, very important topic. And the topic is titled depression. You know, depression is like a pandemic. Depression is like a plague. Depression is like a cankerworm that eats the fabric of human life. And we cannot tell ourselves that depression is non existent. Depression is real. Depression is existent. Depression is here with us. I know you have been there. I have been there. The world is going through a very difficult phase in its existence. In fact, COVID 19 really, really helped to amplify the rate of depression in our society, in our lives today. So, how do we get out of depression? That is really what we're going to be discussing. That is what we're going to be talking about today. And I know that this topic is going to benefit you a great deal. So before we proceed, we want to really know what depression is all about. You've been hearing the word depression, 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 depression. Yes, it's everywhere, it's all over. Everyone has something depressing him or her. So depression is really a feeling of sadness, a feeling of, unhappiness, a feeling of hopelessness, loss of interest, you know, in activities. You're not just happy with the way things are going. You're confused. You know, you're not happy about your country. You're not happy that you're not able to make ends meet. You're not happy that things are not working according to plan. All these things are enough to get one depressed. So how do you really get out of depression? That is what we're going to be talking about today. And to tell you the facts, World Health Organization has told us that about 264 million people worldwide are going through depression right now. Can you imagine? So it is not something to be swept under the carpet. So many people today are dying of depression. We've had stories of people committing suicide because of one issue or the other. I think I've read stories of a girl that committed suicide because her boyfriend jilted her. Another committed suicide because he was unable to get the target of first class. First class, he set for himself while in school. You know, people are unable to feed their families. Workers are being owed salaries. The economy is in a very bad shape. All these things are enough to cause what? Depression. But is suicide the solution? No. Taking one's life is not the solution to depression. There are other ways whereby one can get out of depression. And you know the people who are mostly hit by depression today? The youths, the teenagers, those are coming up. They are engaging in so many nefarious activities because how depressed they are. So when you find yourself in this situation, what do you really do? When you find out that no one cares, when you find out that things are not working the way you ought to work or they ought to work, when you find out that you're always down, always sad, you're always provoked, what do you do? I think that the first thing that you have to do is that you have to be true to yourself. You just have to open up to somebody. You just have to talk to somebody. Because they always say that a problem shared is a problem half solved. So many people like to keep to themselves. Like myself, I like to keep to myself, but that is not going to help me out of depression. So what do? You just have to talk to somebody. You just have to look for a confidant, somebody you trust so much and open up to. Just like we have our Heavenly Father, God, who is in heaven. Whenever we are in trouble, whenever we are going through a difficult situation, who do we look up to? Who do we call? Who do we talk to first? We talk to our Creator. Because why? He has the solution to every problem in the world. No man is going to give you solutions. It is only your Creator. He has your manual. And do you know something? Our manuals are quite different from each other. My manual, the manual of my life, is quite different from your manual. First, you open up to God. You tell God how you feel. You tell Him, open up to Him because He is your Father. Secondly, you must look for a confidant to open up to. If you don't talk about your problem, who is going to help you? Instead of getting depressed, instead of hiding yourself in your room, shedding tears and weeping and crying and mourning, why don't you talk to someone that is respectable? He might not have all the solutions, but a word of advice will go a long way to bring you out of that situation, that depressed state you find yourself. Now, so many people don't like to exercise. Myself, I don't remember the last time I had an exercise. But one of the ways of getting out of depression is by exercising yourself, exercising your body. You know, so many people resort to drinking, smoking. Let me drink and forget my problems. Let me smoke and forget my problem. Let me sleep and forget about my problems. By the time you wake up, I tell you, that problem is still there. Find a new hobby. Read a book. Learn a new skill. Make new friends. Talk to people. Open up. These are the few ways you can fight depression. There are other solutions all over there, all over the world. There are so many solutions. I don't want to be depressed. I don't want to live in a depressed country. I don't want to live in a depressed society. That is why I am trying to proffer solutions to problems the world is going through. You know, like I said earlier on, a problem solved or a problem shared is a problem half solved. Talk about that problem. You begin to get ideas, you begin to get solutions. You begin to get solutions from friends, from relations, from confidants, from people that love you. You think nobody cares? You think nobody cares about you? I tell you, people care about you. I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear what you think. Let's make this world a better place by putting an end to depression. It starts with me and it starts with you. Thank you very much.